What's up, everybody? My name's Jonah Hughes. You're watching Jotivation. So, as you can tell, it's right around Christmas time. We're in the month of December. You can see by my Christmas tree that is super droopy because it turns out my cats love to climb in it. But anyway, I'll come at you with a coffee recommendation right now. So I drink from a company called Black Rifle Coffee Company. I'll try to have a link under the video to their products. Last time I didn't do it very well, so I'll try to do that a little better this time. But they have great coffee. I have like 4 different kinds of coffee, and I buy a bunch of it and drink a lot of it. It's really good stuff. So let's get into the message today. Today I'm going to be talking about a tip to be more efficient in every aspect of your life. Something that you can do to amplify that efficiency and get things done. So what I'm going to be talking about is the one thing that I'm going to emphasize today about how to become more efficient in your life. And that one thing is focus. Focus is a very important part of becoming more efficient. Wherever you put your focus into, that's where all your energy goes, and that is what is going to get done. So if you think about all the things that are negative, if you just focus on the negative, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. All you're doing is focusing on the negative, and in turn, all that energy that's being wasted on focusing on negativity is making you more negative because nothing good is getting done. So if you continue to focus on that, only bad things are going to happen. So you have to turn your focus around and start focusing on the things that you can do and the positivity that you can put out into the world to get things to be better. Focus is an extremely hard thing to master. So for me personally, what would happen is I would go into a workout and I would find myself getting distracted by TV. I have a problem where when I look at a TV, I kind of get entrapped into it, which I think is kind of how they make TVs, so that you get trapped into it and you just keep watching. But I would notice that I would go to a workout, and at my place of exercise, we'll call it that, my gym, they would have a line of TVs up by the ceiling, and I would notice that when I would lift, I would take a break, and then I would start looking at the screens, or I'd look at my phone, and I would stare at the TV screen for like 5 minutes, and before you know it, I'd finally get out of the haze that I was in, and I'd go back to my workout, but I felt drained, and I felt confused and a little bit tired, and all of my energy was going into that. And once I noticed that, I made it a focus to emphasize on not watching the TV. So I'd go to my workout and I'd do my lift. Once I took my break, I would just keep my head down, or I'd just look around the gym, and I would try to stay motivated that way, and I wouldn't get distracted by looking at that TV. Now, that first workout where I really focused on doing that and I focused on that discipline, that is where I saw some real impact. And I walked out of that gym and I was super sore and I was super tired because I knew that I gave it my all and that I kept focus throughout the whole workout, and I just crushed my body, and it was a great feeling. So it's hard to master, but from personal experience, I can tell you that you can do it as long as you put your mind to it. So there are so many people that get distracted nowadays. It happens all over. People get caught up in politics. They get caught up in negativity. They get caught up in who lost this weight or who's dating who. That stuff is all fluff. It doesn't matter. What you need to focus on is the very important things. So I'll give you 3 things which are great things to focus on. Number 1 is focus on the task at hand. Be present in the situation. If you're having a conversation with someone, put your phone down, or don't look away at somebody else doing something. I have that problem a lot because I get distracted super easily. And when I'm in a conversation, I might just like look away and completely go blank. But nobody likes an airhead. So focus on being present in that situation. Focus on the task at hand. The second one is focus on yourself. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Doesn't matter what Susie's doing over there. It doesn't matter what Joe's doing in his work. You got to focus on what you can do. Because if you're focusing on what they're not doing, you're taking all the energy away from you focusing on what you can do. So you got to focus on yourself. The third one, which is really hard for a lot of people, is to focus on the lesson, not the negativity or not the bad situation. The fact of life is bad things are going to happen. It just does. So you have to focus on what you learned out of that situation. If you got in a car wreck, that's awful. But if you survived and you made it through, don't focus on, wow, I got in this car wreck and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Focus on, this is what I learned. When I got in the wreck, I learned how to blank. You learn a lesson for everything that happens. But sometimes it's going to be rough. So you got to focus on what you can learn out of it and focus on the positivity that can come out of it. By doing this, you're going to be more efficient in everything you do. So if you focus on the situation at hand and the task at hand, you'll be able to accomplish it. If you focus on yourself, you can do way more than anyone thinks you can do. And if you focus on the lesson, you're going to be constantly learning all the time. And it's great to be a constant student. So the last thing I'm going to be talking about are some tasks that will make you more effective. Focusing on these tasks are going to help you produce more result and be happier in what you're doing, and in the long run provide more value to your life. So what I have noticed is that there are certain things where they're just busy work. If you have to do dishes, if you have to do laundry, if you have to vacuum, those things have to be done. Everyone can agree with that. I can agree with that. But they are not going to add value to your life in the long run. By washing the dishes today, yes, you might get super coordinated at how you can scrub a plate, but that's not going to help you in the long run. It's not going to produce any of those added value skills that are going to help you succeed in the long run. So you have to get through those things that have to be done, but you need to put your main focus on the things that will add value. Some things like, if you're working in a business, maybe it is emailing 20 customers a day, or maybe it is holding the door for certain people where it trains your mind to be gracious and to be polite. Or maybe it is focusing on things like picking up trash outside. That stuff is going to add value in the long run because it trains character, and maybe it is going to produce some money for your business and you might get recognized for it. Certain things like that, that's where your focus needs to be, and those are the things that are going to add value to your life, and they're going to help you be more efficient in your everyday. So, just a reminder, do the things that you have to do first. Do the dishes, do the laundry. Everyone knows that you got to do those things, but put your main focus on the things that are going to help you out in the long run. So to end this video, keep your focus on the things that are going to add value to your life in the long run. Meaning, keep your focus on the situation at hand, on positivity, on yourself, on the things that you can do, not the things you can't do. Keep focusing on the lesson from all the situations, and keep your mind on all the good things that are going to help you out in the long run. So thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate everybody that does that. Keep it up, keep sharing the videos. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy putting out more content. So as always, be above, realize your true potential. Thanks for watching again, and I will talk to you guys later.